Hello, YouTubers. This is another session for me and Sam where we continue to develop and rethink and redesign OData as a communication protocol under a smaller project called OData Neo. OData Neo is an attempt to pick up an existing technology and think about the possibilities where we can take this technology in every different direction. We talked a little bit in the past about modularization, transcendence, making the technology itself super agnostic in terms of protocol and communications, so it can be used anywhere and everywhere, regardless of the architecture and the pattern and all that kind of stuff that changes on daily basis when designing enterprise level systems. And as usual, I'm joined here by my dear friend, my brother, Sam Shu, from the identity team, OData at Microsoft. Sam, how are you doing today? You're ready for the long
Doing
weekend. You can't
great.
wait. Okay,
Yeah,
you're taking the
I
afternoon
can't
off.
wait for
Okay.
the long weekend.
Long weekend. You're gonna have some fun, right? So I'm joined by Sam today. We have three things to talk to you guys about today. First thing, Sam just made a post, he made a release about this amazing two new capabilities in the existing OData release, OData 8, and the capabilities. We're gonna walk through it real quick. We're gonna have Sam talk about it a little bit, and then we're gonna jump straight into our work on OData Neo in terms of infrastructure. We're gonna make sure we set up the infrastructure in C sharp code with something called A.NET. It's a simple library that allows us to kind of write C sharp code that generates, YAML code that actually runs GitHub Actions. And then the last thing, we're going to talk a little bit about the path forward in terms of implementing actual business logic in here. So without any further ado, Sam, I will be sharing your article here through the StreamYards, through our stream, and you will talk a little bit about what's going on, and feel free if you want to share a demo, if you want to share some real time demos for that, that's okay too. So for you guys just watching us, so you understand, let me zoom in a little bit. I'm gonna go to div blogs here. You'll see this amazing new post. It seems like the community, people who are following the OData dev blog at Microsoft, they really love that feature. They love the search and compute. I won't kind of spoil it for you. I'll let Sam kind of give us a little bit of an introduction and maybe a quick demo, Sam, if you're up for it. Go ahead, Sam. Tell us what this compute and search all about, and how does it, evolve and streamline the existing experience with API communications. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Hassan. Hope my my project can work today.
The blue screen of death situation. Okay, let's hope things go well. Let's hope things go well. Go ahead.
Yeah, in the past 2 months, we thinking to refactor the query option
Mhm.
implemented in the ASP.NET Core audit.
Uh-huh.
So we introduce some binder interface, for example, field binder interface or the binder interface,
Hmm.
and it make it possible for customer to implement or customer his own binder.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
For example, the filter and order by or the select or expand. And then
Hmm.
meanwhile, we think we needed to do some more things, more
Hmm.
new things. For
Hmm.
example, dollar compute and dollar search. And the
Right.
dollar search is widely required from the community,
Hmm.
and most of there are a lot of issues created on in the GitHub
Hmm.
to require a dollar search implemented in the ASP.NET Core.
Okay.
However, dollar search depend on the custom implementation.
Hmm.
It means at our side we don't know what's the meaning of the search token in the dollar search,
Okay.
and sometimes maybe as Hassan mentioned in I think in
Uh-huh.
1 year ago,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
is you said we want to support the fuzzy search.
That's right. That's right. Hmm.
We think we can, based on this time, to do something for the dollar search and the dollar computer. And dollar computer is also a wonderful,
Hmm.
powerful query option
Hmm.
that can define dynamic properties
Hmm. Hmm.
that can be used in other query options. For example, in the dollar select.
Okay. And the dollar select. Uh-huh.
So
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
or maybe used in the dollar filter and dollar buy.
Okay. Okay.
So we just finished and both and shipped in the latest estimate called OData.
Nice. So if I go to nuget.org and I type in OData,
Estimate called it.
ASP.NET Core OData. Okay, let's see where that's this guy. So this is version 806.
Yeah, 806, and it's if you could click the versions
The versions. Uh-huh.
just 3 days ago.
Just 3 days ago. Okay, gotcha. And the article itself is very recent. So for people who are following us on the OData blog, this is very recent article. It has a lot of details in it. Sam actually put a lot
Yeah.
of heart and soul into this. So Sam, let me ask you this. Let's
Mm,
talk about these, let's simplify this for our audience, right?
mm.
So this dollar sign compute, what does it do exactly? Like, what's a good example, a simple
Yeah, I can
example that we can.
share my demo.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Maybe I can make my project working.
Okay, maybe we'll see. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. We'll see.
Share
We'll
uh,
add CGI and make it look like it's
share
working.
screen.
Yep. Go ahead. Uh-huh. Yeah, as soon as you share the screen, it's gonna pop up in here. I'm gonna authorize it. There you go. All right, there you go. Sam, please do me a little favor. I'm a little bit older. Zoom in a little bit so people can see the my eyes don't work the same anymore, Sam. I'm a little bit on the
It's
I got a
better.
little bit more on the odometer. Yes, this is perfect. This is perfect. Okay.
This is a video C# project,
Uh-huh.
and also put the link in the post.
Mm-hmm.
I can share. It's very simple. Just create all the route using all the model.
Uh-huh.
Its model is
You
very
got the
simple.
EDM. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I can play um, the dollar computer. I just share an example.
Do you have to
So
add, if you go back to startup CS real quick, Sam, or
mm,
program CS, did you have to add, if you scroll to the right a little bit, so we do add select and, oh, so you're just saying add singleton for product sales search binder.
if you want to support the dollar search bind, you
Uh-huh.
need have to implement your search dollar search binder. So
Gotcha.
I will go through it later after the dollar
Okay, sounds
computer.
good. Sounds good. Sorry. Yep, go ahead. Let's go to Postman and see what that means.
Um, did I do
Sam, this is
something?
really, really exciting. I can't wait. This is gonna be fun. Yep. hmm Yep, yep.
Oh,
There we go.
yeah. My controller is very simple.
Uh-huh.
I using a repository to provide the date.
Uh-huh.
So I have the to get method for product controller
Okay.
and the to get method for sales controller, and it enable query for both. So
Okay.
that's all.
Perfect.
So um,
Mm.
for example, typically let me get hope yes. For example, uh, I can query the get or product. It returns the whole product for get. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
right? Have the I think multiple product returned. So where's your
Uh-huh.
yeah,
I
okay,
can see Postman. Uh-huh.
yeah. Um, so now you want is this the properties for that
Uh-huh.
product for
Uh-huh.
each product? So now you want to say, oh, I want to get the total price
Uh-huh.
for the product.
Nice. Uh-huh.
So in this case, I just want to do com, um,
Compute. Mm-hmm.
do a computer. So here I can say, let's price
Mm-hmm.
more quantity as total price.
Okay, so
And let's
you defined a variable called total price.
Yeah, let's select a total
A total
price
price. Oh man, that's beautiful. So
and
so mul is
price.
multiply, right? So mul that you're saying here. Uh-huh. Go
Um,
ahead. Uh-huh.
um,
Uh, do
Sorry,
you
I
need
forgot that. And
and okay.
yeah,
Nice.
so
Hmm.
here is a response for this request. It means please uh, calculate the total price based on the price. Maybe I can also return the quantity. So
Yes.
you can see the total price is a multiple between price and the quantity.
Okay. Okay.
Here is a return all the information for each product.
So you're basically adding a new property
Mm.
dynamically on the fly
Yeah.
that basically leverages existing properties,
Mm.
to kind of run a calculation of some kind. And
Yeah.
I'm assuming mul here is multiply. What other options do we have? Do we have add, subtract?
Yes, we have,
Oh,
for example, I also have the,
uh-huh.
let me see, I do have, um, so also we can using
Divide.
different,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, different operate, for example, the division.
Mm-hmm.
So here also apply the dollar computer on the sub property from the
Mm-hmm.
complex property type.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So here the location is a complex
So that's
type
a
of
nested,
property.
like a nested property
Yeah, this,
under. Okay,
so
awesome.
here it means let's uh di- divide the 1,000 for the zip code
Divided by
and
1,000.
return
Mm-hmm.
it as the main zip code. So
Oh,
here,
beautiful. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so here's I can share you. So we can see the zip code for location property on the product is like 58031
Uh-huh.
98052 something like that. So here I just want to get the main zip code. I just
Mm-hmm.
divide the zip code from location by 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So I just return it,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and here just using other div. And from the post, I also um, let me open it. So as you can see, the syntax for the dollar computer is like this one. Is a dollar
Mm-hmm.
computer you call computer expression.
Mm-hmm.
Dollar computer expression. It's using it has three parts. First one
Mm-hmm.
is a comma expression and using a as just a keyword,
Mm-hmm.
and follow up alias name. Alias name is a dynamic property name.
Mm.
So I also played the multiplication and the division, and
Mm-hmm.
you can find here more other topics. So another um, another example, just like we can call the built-in function. Sorry, let's copy it from the post. So it also support to call the built-in function. So like this one. Um,
Mm-hmm.
if I want to get the first character for the name,
Yep, yep.
so here you can see.
Nice. So you
Let's
can even like compute like operations,
hmm?
string interpolated operations within the query itself.
Yeah. So here substring is a built-in function, and you
Mm-hmm.
can go call the built-in function. The
Uh-huh.
built-in function is just a syntax.
Yep.
It means
Yep.
you can do something, but
Yep.
behind the scene, we will
The actual
translate it into
implementation.
the
Mhm.
direct function call.
Perfect.
I hope it
Beautiful,
can
Sam.
do like this one.
You can now get two letters.
Yeah,
Nice.
so start from the beginning and get the two. letters for the name and
Right.
save it into the first char.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So,
also mention it can
uh,
use the dynamic property for the um, order
uh,
by. So
okay.
also mentioned that we can, sorry,
You need an
we
a
just,
yeah. No worries.
so here we return um, the information. So we can order by using this one, or
Mhm.
not. We can dollar order by. Sorry, forget the
No, no worries. No worries.
order by equal.
Total
So we
price.
can order by the
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. So
Also
that
you can
property that you just created dynamically, you're
yeah,
using to order this, right?
and also I can filter
Uh-huh.
less than for
Let's say
example
60
60.
for, yeah, 60. Yeah.
If we less than 60, I think it was the only first one return.
Yeah. Yeah.
Filter.
Specify filter. No, still wrong. Filterer.
It
That's true. Yeah, there you go. That
means
works.
it's lab demo.
Yeah. So people know this is the real deal. We're not putting PowerPoint
It's
slides,
a
Sam.
live
We're
demo.
actually
Sorry for
so
that.
so okay, so here's the deal, Sam. You know, someone might ask the questions like, why do I need to run compute on the server instead of the client? What would you say to them?
Um, the first advantage is that you can run the computer on at the data side.
At the data at
Data
the
side.
server side. Yes, that's right.
You
Hmm.
mean,
Hmm.
for example, if you want to run the computer at the client side, you will get all the information
Hmm.
what you want to finish the dollar
You
computer.
only want to get the result. You don't want to keep
Yeah,
your
so
client
here
thin.
you if you only want to get the result, you
Hmm.
don't want to return all the things you can do using dollar computer. It means
Uh-huh.
let's run the computer at the data side
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
only return the data what you want.
That's right.
The data is computed and it's transformed data.
That's right.
It it could be a big performance if the
Uh-huh.
data is bigger.
That's right. So let me ask you this then. So this code, this compute,
Mm.
and this search, we're going to talk about the search in a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
You know, the compute, it's actually happening on the SQL server, not
For
even
the
the
SQL
web.
Server.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's not in memory on the web application. It's
No.
actually executing on the server that is best fit to handle these kind of operations. So the
Mm,
client, just for the people watching us, the most important part about this, let's say assume they have 20 clients, right?
mm,
Instead of each and every one of them getting more data than they need and having to do more work than they need, instead they are letting the server handle that kind of responsibility. And that's one style of architecture that is really targeting optimization. You're getting that data real quick, already ready to be rendered. If your client is very simple, it doesn't need to do a lot more business logic. It just renders the data as it should for
mm.
some cases. This is where this comes in very, very handy. Okay. Now,
Yeah. Typically, this one will be
mhm,
transferred to a link to expression like
mhm,
dollar yet
mhm,
dot price uh,
uh-huh.
plus uh, not price
Asterisk multiply,
price dollar yet dot quality. Just
and then
like this one.
select as, and then you do a select, right? I
Yeah,
think. Uh-huh,
if we select, it's
uh-huh.
just using we have the dollar we have the name equal total price,
Price,
and
yes.
we will have the value equal like this one.
Nice,
Uh,
very nice.
and if it's using the dollar filter dot sorry total price. So
Hmm.
the link expression like this is just like call for example the
Uh-huh.
products dot where dollar yet and let's say dollar yet dot um, we have this greater.
And 60. That's
So
right.
this is the linked expression generated from our computer binder,
That's right. That's right.
and you can generate your own
Mm-hmm.
field binder. So
Uh-huh.
now in the 806, we expand the iField binder
Uh-huh.
interface,
Uh-huh.
um, and also has the I order by interface, bind interface.
Uh-huh.
So you can see here, this is the repo for
Mm-hmm.
806. So in the query folder, we expose the iField binder.
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
search I search binder. I will introduce it later.
Uh-huh.
I also
Uh-huh.
expose I order by binder. I
Mm-hmm.
select expand binder with it
Awesome. Awesome. And
using
and
the binder. Yeah.
awesome.
So
So,
it's an interface. It's a service,
uh-huh.
and you just need to if you want to if our implementation can't meet your requirement, you
You
can
can
create
modify it. You
your
can
own field
yeah.
binder,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we give you all the information that you want. You just give us an expression, and that expression will append to the data source.
Beautiful. Beautiful,
Yeah,
Sam.
I will share the dollar search binder. It
Uh-huh.
can give you a more information.
Let's try it first. Let's show people
Okay.
what search does first.
Hmm?
Okay? And then we'll
Okay.
show
Yeah.
the code. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So
Okay, now tell us first about this search. What is it doing first? Like
yeah,
in theory.
before go
Uh-huh.
to the dollar search, I
Uh-huh.
must mention that you don't need to do anything at your project to
Yeah.
support the dollar computer. It it
You just
is
need to upgrade, right? You
you just
upgrade.
need to upgrade and
Okay.
use that.
Okay.
However, also mentioned that if we want to support the
Uh-huh.
dollar search, the search token is not clear for us. You have to implement your own search
Okay.
binder.
Okay.
So here I implement a search binder, the
Uh-huh.
product sales search binder, just
Hmm.
for your reference. If you
Okay. Just so you can start somewhere. It's like a
start
template. Like
somewhere
yeah.
and it's a
Yeah.
start point.
Yep.
So in my dollar search and CL search binder, I implement two methods for customer to use. So
Hmm.
just first one, you can it's easy. It's using the lambda func, just like
Uh-huh.
this one. You can uh, create a func, lambda
Hmm.
func,
Hmm.
and save that into an expression and return a func. In this case, you can use in the generic type. For
Hmm.
example, I just create a search expression for product. I can use a product as a generic type. Then you
Uh-huh.
can use in the property name from the product. Okay,
Uh-huh.
it's the same as uh, so first one just like if my search text is in the category, I
Uh-huh.
try to using the category property to the search. The search is simple. I just using the just for the reference using the equal string
Hmm.
equality, and
Hmm.
if the search text is in the color, I
Hmm.
using the color property to search.
Hmm.
If
Hmm.
the type is for sale, it's not for the product. As it's my implementation is simple. I just using the year. I pass the search token into year,
Hmm.
and using the year to compare with the sale date year.
All
So
right.
this is you can see it's really simple, and you can using the property names from the generic type.
Nice.
Another example is using the linked expression tree. So it should be expression tree
Uh-huh.
method. It means to here's a more detailed example. You
Uh-huh.
have to call the method from the expression class. So there are a lot of methods that you can call.
Uh-huh.
It let's type yeah.
Nice.
So it's from the system.link.
The link that expression, that's the
Yeah, so there are a
native.
lot of static methods.
Yeah.
It can help you to build a expression tree. So here, so we can return a expression call. So it's the
Mm-hmm.
same as the previous one. The result is the same, but
Mm-hmm.
using different method. Um, Compared between two methods, I think the first one is simple, it's easy, and uh, understandable, readable. It's
Yeah.
just like the
Yeah. Easier
and
to kind of digest. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but if you want to get a more advanced scenario or the implementation, it's better to using the expression uh, APIs.
APIs.
It depends on customer implementation.
So I can, so Sam, for example, let's say I have a requirement
Mm,
where I want to implement
mm,
dollar sign search to
mm,
search across all fields
mm,
in in a particular model, right?
mm,
So let's say you're returning products and every
mm,
product has a name and a description and a quantity and all of that. And I want to search across all of these fields for
mm,
certain values. So it's like a generic universal search
mm,
across targeting a particular model. Would that be
mm.
possible with OData dollar sign search?
Yes, you can do it by yourself.
Yes, you can like
Yeah,
if you want to make it happen, you can
yeah,
actually implement that and
yeah.
anybody can
I
pick it up.
think in your scenario, you have to using the expression tree API
Uh-huh.
because it seems we only it only support using the line this one line lambda. If
Okay.
you put
More
you put
lambdas in there.
yeah more expensive or more complicated lines, it
Uh-huh.
seems it doesn't work. I
Okay.
haven't figured out. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe we'll try it together at some
Yeah,
point, you know.
yeah,
Okay.
maybe
N-
later.
Now let me ask you, like, can you
Mm,
show us a live demo of the search
yeah,
capability that you have?
yeah. So when you finish the I search binder,
Uh-huh.
so you have to register your search binder into the service provider. So it's
Mm-hmm.
easy. When we provide overload for a large component to accept action.
Mm-hmm.
So you can call. So it's just like this one. You can
Uh-huh.
call this overload to reduce it.
Uh-huh.
So the reduce is simple. It at the singleton and to reduce it. So that's all. So we finish it. Now we can do a demo for dollar search. Before that, I also mentioned I create make it simple. So if any text in the category, I will using the category to search. If it's any color, I will using the color to search.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So go to my postman. So here you can say, so I also return all the product. We can say product has the category and the food.
Nice.
Not food, the color.
The color.
Category
Uh-huh.
has food, office, something like this.
Uh-huh.
So I can search dollar question mark dollar search
Uh-huh.
for food.
And I'll just
See, I
find
only return the food
uh-huh.
uh, product. Only return.
Because you implemented the target category, right?
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I based on that.
Okay.
So if you want to return color, so for example, should we have the red? No, it's empty. We don't have the red product,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I can have blue. Yes, I have
Okay.
the blue for the ID2, ID6, and the blue
Okay.
is just for it's just for
For
demo.
category and color. It's
I
just
don't know.
category and
We
color.
have the blue pencil and the blue violin.
Like we can't combine, can we combine multiple search
Yes, so
parameters?
we can
Okay.
say we want to return the blue and
That
the
is
music.
music. Okay.
Music. So return
Nice.
only the you can using the add to narrow
Yes.
the search.
Yes. Yes.
It means I just want to product whose color is blue.
Uh-huh.
Meanwhile, um, the category is music. Also, you
Let's
can using all.
uh-huh.
It means let's return all the blue,
Uh-huh.
all the music.
That's right.
So you can see I return the it's return six three.
Yes.
Color is blue and yellow and blue.
But
And
they're all
for the
blue or
yellow,
music.
it meets the music category
Uh-huh.
using the
Uh-huh.
all. So
Beautiful.
it's based on your implementation. So
Uh-huh.
here you can using not. It means let's
Nice.
return
Nice.
not the blue. You can see I return the other file product.
Beautiful.
And meanwhile, I also implemented the year search. So
Uh-huh.
I can say it's sales
Mm-hmm.
and return the sales. Sales has this
Years. Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah, have the year. So you can see I also use dollar search. If the search token contains non-string,
Uh-huh.
non-character, you have to wrap using the double quote.
Uh-huh.
So you
Uh-huh.
have let's return the year is 2022. Yeah, it's only return these three. The year is 2022. Yeah, we can do as same. Let's return and we cannot do the and because we cannot get 2022 and 2018. It should empty.
Uh-huh.
We don't
Uh-huh.
have
Because
the
it can't
third
have
year in first year. It's the only one cell
we
is
don't have
one
quantum
year.
computing yet. We
Yeah,
can't be 2 years at the same time. That's right.
yeah.
That's right.
But you can using the or. It means, but it totally depends on your implementation. So
Nice.
here is a using or you can search that.
Can it do range in terms of years? That's just the
Uh,
filter. That's just the filter. The filter will do
yeah.
that,
If
right?
you want to do a range, it depends on your implementation.
Uh-huh.
So you
Uh-huh.
can do like this one. Let's return from 2018 to 2020.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's not supporting my search bind,
But it
but
can be.
you
It
can
can be.
implement
Yeah.
that by
Mm-hmm.
yourself
Uh-huh.
in your search bind. So for example, so
Uh-huh.
you get the search token and
Uh-huh.
split into using the hash and split into parts is the range and
Mm-hmm.
create the expression.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Also, it can using combine the search and the filter because dollar search is another filter,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
right? So, for example, but if you put the search filter together, it means let's return the result
That's right.
uh, meets the both criteria.
That's right.
Let's say product again. Let's say dollar search, not food. Uh,
Mm.
um,
This no, this one is 404.
product.
Products. Yep. Yep.
So not food. It means we can say we can get all the office music
Uh-huh.
category. So now I can just return the top one. I can
Uh-huh.
say not top one, just dollar filter equal ID greater than three,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
greater than four. So you can say only return the last two.
That's amazing, Sam. That's very, very powerful capabilities
Yeah,
that
but it depends on your own
it all depends,
implementation.
and that's power in and of itself because you're basically saying, hey, you're not limited by. I'll bring the focus to us here. It's not really limited by the out of the box implementation that's coming from, the library. You can implement your own binder, and you
Mm,
can basically be behind the scenes. You can make it work the way you want it to work.
yeah.
Very, very, very powerful. What else you have? That's it. I want to tell you something. I really appreciate the work that you put into this. This is an amazing work, and I wanted to make sure that I give more visibility for the feature. I was gonna talk about OData and Neo today, but we're almost out of time. So, I'll kind of cut it off for our next. I'll make another session early next week, after MLK, so we can talk a little bit about OData and Neo. But I wanted to keep that video kind of focused on this
Mm,
amazing capability, amazing functionality. So for the people watching us, Sam, please send me all the links that you have for the custom search implementation so I can share it in the description for this YouTube video. But I will share also the article. I think it's in the article. I think you already shared it in the article.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll share the article. I'll share with you the the Nuget package location so you can try it. And I hope you guys, now there is OData is opening up, right? So there's this R&D work that's happening on one side with OData Neo. Sam is helping me out with this, and he's also kind of putting more capabilities and more power in the existing implementation, something that you can leverage today in your existing ASP.NET Core, .NET 6.0. You can leverage it today, use it today, implement your own functionality today, and supercharge your clients and applications with capabilities that are unprecedented. So anyway, for the thank you, Sam, so much for the people watching us as usual. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. Reach out to Sam or myself through the blog post, through social media. Reach out, and if you have any questions or issues, and we'll try as much as we can to kind of collaborate with you and help you and work with the community to make sure OData, the world sees OData the way it really is, as a powerful protocol that is so seasoned. It exists in so many different enterprise applications today and serves millions and millions of transactions every day. Thank you so much, Sam. I'll see you soon. I'll see you early next week, okay? And I appreciate the community for their support. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye.
Right.